So, I mean, if you keep getting these charges, you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison doing short bits.
This sentencing involves a defendant who's already serving time. The defense tries to argue that the new incident is not as dangerous as it sounds, but the judge looks at it very differently. Watch how the court breaks down the difference between someone getting hurt and someone creating a serious threat. My name is Dan. This is the Courtroom Files.
This is file number 2026-22557, F8. We have matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Demario Alonzo Cooper. Nope, wrong file. Let me go back to the other one. Wait, this is Mr. Caldwell. I grabbed the wrong PSI, I'm sorry. So this is file number 2026-22557, F8. In the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus James Anthony Caldwell. I have Brenda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Caldwell. Mr. Caldwell is present in person. So Mr. Caldwell, make sure you speak loudly for us because our recording system is really bad. So have you had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report?
I did.
Excellent. And have you had an opportunity to discuss that with Ms. Underwood?
I did.
Are you satisfied with Ms. Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she's given you?
I am.
All right, very good. Ms. Underwood, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in this pre-sentence report?
Again, Your Honor, on this one, I'm not retaining.
I'm not sure why that is automatically populating, Judge. I can change that, but that's not something that I personally go in and type. So I gotta figure out why it's doing that.
Okay. All right. Well, again, Ms. Underwood, you're worth every penny. So, all right. So we will make that change. Ms. Underwood, anything else?
In addition, Your Honor, I believe that Mr. Caldwell does have a psychiatric history.
Yes. I didn't hear the first part of yours. Are you talking about on page 1? So, Ms. Teskey, in the body of the report, it does talk about his psychiatric history, but on page 1, it says he doesn't have one.
Okay.
Can we make
Again, I
that-
don't know why that populates. So I'll figure that out, Judge, so we can change that moving forward.
All right, and on this one as well?
Yep.
Okay. Ms. Underwood, anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right.
Judge,
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Can we just confirm that prints were done?
Yeah, you guys took him to the jail and he got his fingerprints. Yes, they took him to the jail before they came here.
Thank
All right, thank you very much for bringing them to do that. Okay. We wouldn't have been able to sentence them without them. All right, Ms. Underwood, the probation department, well, does pre-sentence report disclose any prior convictions in which there exists any known constitutional defect?
Not that I'm aware, Your Honor.
Probation department has calculated the minimum sentencing guidelines to be 19 to 47. Do you agree with that calculation of guidelines?
The only thing I would say about the computation of guidelines is the computation of number 9, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on. OB9 or,
Here's what I would say.
hold on, you gotta let me catch up. Hold on. Let me catch up to you. Let me find it. OB9 is number of victims. So hold on a minute. OB9 is scored at 10 points for 2 to 9 victims placed in danger, or 4 to 19 of property loss. Description. Okay. All right, and it sounds like he was standing in his doorway, refusing to move. The correction officer gave him a direct order to move. He refused to move, pulled a weapon from his pants. Okay, so it looks like there was one correction officer.
Here's what I would say, Your Honor. This is a case where they had him by the taser. I mean, he was just standing there with this thing. I understand why Ms. Teskey scored it. I do. And I respect very much the officers. But I'm not sure there was like a likelihood that someone was gonna be hurt.
Okay,
From my client.
so when I read the description of the offense narrative, we do have one correction officer, Vallejo, where he pulled out a weapon from his pants and showed a weapon. I would find that intimidating. So, but that's one individual. So.
Your Honor, for the purposes of scoring guidelines, I was scoring every responding officer. They all have the potential to be in harm's way when they are trying to apprehend this subject.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to reduce that to 0 because he didn't brandish a weapon at any other point. All right, so we will score OB9 at 0, Ms. Underwood.
Okay, that takes us down to 14 months
Okay,
to, I believe 14 months is the low now, Your Honor.
so what are what is the range now, Ms. Underwood? 14 to
I believe it's 14 to 20.
14 to 29?
I believe so. I'm sorry. I'll have to get my book out.
Okay, hold on, I'll look it up. Takes it down to 30, so let me pull up the grid. It's a Class E grid. Let's see. PRVs are 75 and
E-grid,
OB is
is
30, so it'd be
14 to
14.
29.
I'm looking it up, 14 to 29. All right, so we'll score it at 14 to 29. Okay,
thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome. All right, is there anything else you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Not on behalf of the guidelines, but on behalf of my client, I would. Your Honor, Mr. Caldwell regrets very much what happened. Mr. Caldwell has certain limitations, and he also has, I think, Your Honor, a thing in his brain that these things, it's not something that he, I believe, intends to do ahead of time. He's very sorry for this conduct. He's very glad no one got hurt, including himself. And I've explained to him that if these things continue to happen, he's going to keep himself in prison. And I'm sure he would like to get out someday. But I think Mr. Caldwell has something he would like to say.
All right, Mr. Caldwell, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
And I apologize for all the trouble that has been going, that I didn't cause, and it never happened again.
Okay. So, Mr. Caldwell, you're originally sentenced in Wayne County to a 2 to 15 prison term. And then, in 2010, you got assault of a prison guard, 2014, possession of a weapon in prison, 2016, and now this one. And these all stack, you know that, right? So, I mean, if you keep getting these charges, you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison doing short bits. You got it? So, are you going to counseling and taking your medication? Okay.
Verbal response, please.
Could you respond? Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. In determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of the offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been said upon the record at this hearing, the criteria and reasons for the sentence. Sorry. Are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, potential for reformation, vindication of law and protection of society. So it's sent to the court that you will
I'm
serve.
sorry, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but I just thought, I haven't mentioned yet that there is a cop
I know.
to the low end of the guidelines, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So it's sent to the court that you will serve 14 months to 7.5 years with the Michigan Department of Corrections. You don't get any credit for time served because you were an inmate at the time this offense occurred. There's $130 crime victim rights fee, $68 in state costs, and you will serve this consecutively. Sorry about that. It's just another attorney. So you'll serve this consecutively, so it'll stack on whatever sentence you are serving now, okay? Yep, any questions? Okay, now you do have a right to appeal this sentence. So my bailiff's gonna step down and have you initial and date one copy for our records that you received your appellate paperwork. The other copies are for you, and if you wish to appeal your sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days, all right? All right, so he's gonna bring that down to you and you just initial and date it where he says.
Oh,
Bless you. Mr. Mont? Is your client here? All right, I have received back a signed copy of the notice of right to appellate review. Mr. Caldwell, stop doing this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a good day, Mr. Caldwell. All right.
So I think this was one of those hearings where the offense itself is serious enough, but the pattern makes it even harder for the court to overlook. I thought it was pretty clear how the judge saw things, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and check out one of the two that are on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching.